What's good, YouTube? Welcome to the first episode in a new series that I'm starting called Dissection of a CSGO case. The episodes are going to follow the same general format. It's going to be a history of the case and when it was implemented into the game, a brief overview of each skin with gameplay over it, and my personal top 5 picks from the case. And then at the very end, I'll put the case into like an overall tier list where over time more cases will be added to it, and at the very end we'll see which case is the best overall. So yeah, with that out of the way, let's get right into it. And if you do enjoy the video, please consider liking the video and subscribing to my YouTube channel, because while it is not required, it is greatly appreciated. Thank you. The CSGO Weapon Case 1. The original classic CSGO loot box. The first one, very introduced back in August 14th, 2013, alongside the Esports 2013 case. Now, unlike the modern case, the very first CSGO Weapon Case 1 only had 9 different skins included in it, instead of the usual 17, I believe it is, that we're used to today. These skins, however, are now regarded as total classics, and the price of this case has skyrocketed. The CSGO Weapon Case 1 also introduced the very first knives and knife finishes. Now, the skins locked within the CSGO Weapon Case 1 include the MP7 Skulls, the AUG Wings, the SG553 Ultraviolet, the USPS Dark Water, the M4A1S Dark Water, the Glock 18 Dragon Tattoo, the Desert Eagle Hypnotic, the AK-47 Case Hardened, and finally, the AWP Lightning Strike. The CSGO Weapon Case 1 also includes the original 5 knives, those being the bayonet, the flip knife, the gut knife, the karambit, and the M9 bayonet. The CSGO Weapon Case 1 also included the very first series of knife finishes, those being the Safari Mesh, Urban Masked, Forest DD-Pat, Scorched, Blue Steel, Stained, Night, Boreal Forest, Case Hardened and all of its patterns, Crimson Web, Vanilla, Slaughter, and of course, the Fade. Now, my personal top 5 picks for this case, it wasn't really hard to pick a top 5 because there are so few skins in this case to begin with, but nevertheless, my top 5 picks are number 5, the M4A1S Dark Water, just really clean and beautiful skin that I've kind of had an appreciation for recently. I never really cared about it up until doing this video, but I mean, it is super clean. Just really nice to look at. Number 4, the Desert Eagle Hypnotic. Again, just beauty and simplicity, silver and gray, very shiny, slight randomization in the patterns, another just classic skin. Number 3, we have the Glock 18 Dragon Tattoo. This one's a little bit too simple for me, but it is still just really pretty. I mean, it's probably the best out of the kind of dark, gray, kind of simple Glock skins that exist in the game. And for number 2, we have the AWP Lightning Strike. Again, really simple, really basic, but it's vibrant, it has that clean scope, it has that pop of purple. It's just really good. Overpriced as hell nowadays, but really good still. And number 1, it has to be the AK-47 Case Hardened. I mean, clean, beautiful. Even whatever pattern you get, you don't even have to have a good pattern. This thing still just looks insane. I love it. But it is pretty expensive for a pink AK skin. I might own one in the future. I'm not really sure, but it is seriously beautiful. Now, for the placement on the tier list, obviously this is the first case in the series, so there isn't really a lot to compare it to. But I think I can pretty comfortably say that this is an A-tier case. I mean, it has classic weapon finishes, the pinks are good, the red is good, the purples, honestly, are really good for being purples, and the case has the classic knives with the classic finishes. Now, I think the classic finishes are kind of mediocre. There are a lot of terrible ones to balance out the few really good ones. but I think it's an A tier case. It's definitely not S. It doesn't have a ton of skins, and the original finishes probably aren't the best in my opinion, just because it's weighed down by so many trash ones. So I think it's A. This might change later on as we add more cases to the list, but for right now I think I can pretty confidently say that this is an A tier case. And with that, the video has come to an end. Join me next time for a dissection of the CSGO Weapon Case 2, and have a good day, folks.